we need to get our governments to actually become the Occupy movement. But this is about who you criminalize during the transition. Will we sit by and accept that the people that might be interested in occupying vacant buildings, that they are criminalized for using structural wealth instead of letting it rot due to someone's bankruptcies or lack of liquidity? This is all about how to be efficient again. And it's the same with the military. The military should not focus on just having a presence somewhere. They should have a goal that gets them out or creates a constructive development in a country. And that's not been what we see. We see that they are sent out by governments in accordance with some master plan for corporate interests and financial interests. And this is a long history where this has been the excuse, really, all the way back to World War II, right, where it was also a lot about the financial interests and national debts and stuff like that. I think what Swords to Plowshares is supposed to do is change the mindset and make the organizations focused on what they used to have as their main goal.
That sounds like such a killer ad. Send me the link.
Well, especially when it comes to the military, because there's so many things where you need talent and skill sets that the military has, right? These people are extremely talented. I was joking a bit with Jacob from Bushman Living that all the high-tech stuff that makes you able to go off-grid and operate in very harsh environments, the people that have the best skill set for that is actually the military. They've been doing this for centuries. That's what they're good at. So if we want to work on these off-grid technologies and making people independent no matter where they live and still be connected to the rest of humanity, so to speak, like using the internet and having access to the information and to the people, well, that's exactly what the military is professional at. They are the best source of information. The military operates exactly the same way as any other organization. So whether you're sitting there and the atheist movement asks for some moderate Christians to voice their opinion, that's not going to happen as long as they're being attacked. And it's the same with the military. You won't have the military speak out. Of course, there are some that are speaking out now, but generally you won't have them change their mind as long as they're being attacked. And it's the same with the police. It's only extremely brave people that dare speak out against their own when their own is being attacked or challenged. So we need, as Douglas said, we need to stop making this a trench war. As long as we are hating on the military, hating on the government, hating on the police, we are not going to transition into something new. We need to start speaking a constructive and positive language and asking questions about where we are. I was trying to point out something important. In the case of things like free and efficient energies, we need to show the powers that be that they are not going to lose business by actually transitioning. We need to show them that this is a huge opportunity, because we were using Maersk as an example that is transporting a lot of the world's oil and stuff like that, and of course general shipping. They would not suffer in an environment with free energy. They would have cheaper transport of the goods that they are transporting, and in things like say shifting from oil to a free energy source, then all the oil tankers might easily be shifted and changed into freshwater mining processes, right? Where you go to the South Pole area when there's huge ice caps that are breaking, right, and just flowing out into the sea. You could easily set up a mining operation and get fresh water that you could then transport to all the areas that have issues with fresh water for agricultural use or for human consumption. There's plenty of opportunities to shift without actually changing that much. Same with something like underwater cities or living in floating cities at sea, right? All the experts in those fields would be people that used to work on oil rigs. So all these people are going to have new jobs that are way more inspiring and actually even more demanding. So someone like Maersk and similar businesses, they would actually explode and become even bigger. So if they allow us to have more liberties and more access to the wealth, that wealth will eventually get back to them again. And I think that's the same with all businesses. If we close down Walmart and get more local markets, then the functionality of that logistic machine that Walmart is representing would just shift into new business. Instead of having food as a product in their shops, they would have all the things that are not possible to make locally, or things that are, call it, cultural treasures, things that are handcrafted in Africa, those banga bags where they're made out of plastic. Why is stuff like that not traded in the big business instead? Because they have all the logistic benefits, all the advantages. It's just that they need to change their mindset and see that giving some of their wealth to us will get it back to them with over unity. This is what they've forgotten.